Welcome, Blue Devil fans, here to Bear Pen Park in Cleveland, Mississippi, as your Tunica Academy Lady Blue Devils have traveled down Highway 61 to the thriving metropolis of Cleveland, Mississippi, just outside of Delta State University, to square off against the Central Holmes Trojans in softball action. We're going to be underway in just a few moments. Hang out and hang on. And we're underway. Up to bat first for Tunica is going to be number 11, Emery McKenzie. That's your second baseman. For Central Holmes, in the circle today is going to be number 1, MC. Behind the plate, number 9, Shelby. At first is going to be number 21, Landry. At second, number 22, Peyton. At third, number 12, Morgan. And finishing out the infield, at short, number 13, Haley. Outfield for today's match is going to be number 2, Aubrey. And left, number 5, Kelly in center. And number 24, Reagan in right. McKenzie watches the first couple pitches cross. 2-0 now the count. And the box ready. MC's got her sign. Here's the pitch. Called strike. Brings the count legal at 21. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Brings the count even, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes to the leadoff. Number 11, second baseman, Emery McKenzie. Takes her cut, checks with coach. In the box. Strike 3, rung up on the inside, and that's 1 away. We're 1 away. To the plate now, number 16, the center fielder, Peyton Brasher. Pitcher takes out a step off, regains herself, hits the rosin bag, back on the rubber. Here's the pitch. Called strike, 0-1. One strike, 1 out. And Brasher in the box. Pitch falls off the outside edge, brings the count even, 1-1. That's 11 on paper. Check swing as Brasher almost bites on the high and outside, pulls back, ball the call. Again, Blue Devils work a 21 count. That one's fouled back into the chain link, brings the count even, 2-2. Nice humid morning. We got, what, about 3/4 of an inch to an inch of rain yesterday. Ground's a little tacky. Brasher bites at that one high, fouls it all, keeps her count the same and her bat alive. 2-2. Strike three, rung up on the changeup. And that's 2 away. With 2 gone for Tunica, the number 3 batter takes her trip to the plate. Number 10, your pitcher, McKenna Wilson. Pitch misses outside, ball 1. MC pitches, falls off the inside edge. Wilson's now ahead in the count by 20. That one's taken fouled into the chain link. 3 batters in a row now work the 21 count. And the pitch. That one's popped up, foul over the backstop into the concession stand. It's going to bring the count even, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs to number 10, McKenna Wilson. Deuces here in the top of the first. Catcher sets up outside, but Wilson pulls that one to short. The throw to first. In time. Central Holmes takes care of the Blue Devils in the top of 1. We'll be back for the home half in 60 seconds. Hang out and hang on. Back for the bottom of the first. In the circle for Tunica, number 10, McKenna Wilson. Behind the plate, number 13, Morgan Rame. At first, number 29, Amelia Middleton. At second, number 11, Emery McKenzie. At third, number 19, senior Blake Duncan. And finishing out the infield at short, it's going to be number 15, Allie Boyd. First two pitches from Wilson find their mark. First one wide, second one take a cut at, but quickly the batter for the Trojans, number 5, the center fielder Kelly's behind by a pair of strikes. McKenna has her sign. Here's the pitch. Strike 3. That's one away. As the Blue Devils fired around. And left, we're going to have number 18, Caroline Berry. At center, number 16, Peyton Brasher. And at right, number 21, Haley Goff. But one away to the plate now for the Trojans comes number 1, the pitcher, MC. Watches the first pitch, strike 0-1. Steps out, grabs some dirt, takes a cut, back in the box, ready to go. Here's the pitch from Wilson. That one's taken, grounded to first, picked up by Middleton. And an unassisted out at 1, puts 2 away here in the bottom of the first. With 2 away, the third baseman, number 12, Morgan, takes her turn at the dish. Pops the first pitch up, foul into the chain link, 0-1. It's Morgan in the box, 1 strike now with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Grounds that one in the gap in between pitch and short. It's going to be picked up by Brasher to hold her at 1. And a single for Holmes gets things started here in the bottom of the first. Number 9, Shelby, their catcher, at the plate now with 2 away. First pitch fouled into the chain link, 0-1. Takes a cut. And the pitch falls off the inside edge. Catches Shelby in the shoulder. And runners are now first and second. HBP action gives up the 60-foot trip to first. Courtesy runner for Shelby at first. Be number 35. That's Lindsay. So Lindsay's running for Shelby at 1. Morgan's on 2. And 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Called strike. 0-1. Landry, the first baseman, now at the plate. Takes a cut at that one. Can't do nothing with it. Now behind the count, 0-2. The pitch from Wilson brings him up on the outside edge, and we're done with the bottom of the 1. We'll be back for the top of 2, but before we go, pitch count after 1. For MC with the Trojans, 16 pitches, 10 for strikes. That's a 62% pitch count, strike count. McKenna, 12 pitches, 11 for strikes, 92% on strikes. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Hang out and hang on. Back for the top of 2. Up to bat first for Tunica is going to be number 19, your third baseman, Blake Duncan. Blake, the only senior on the Blue Devil team this year. Steps to the plate against MC, the pitcher for the Trojan. Watches the first pitch. Miss its mark. Low and inside. Ball the call. 1-0 the count. There's the pitch. That one's taken. Shot back at the pitch. Off the glove. The throw to first is in time, and that's 1 away. One away here in the top of 2. And to the plate now, number 13, the catcher, Morgan Rain. Watches the first pitch, strike, 0-1. Back in the box. Here's the pitch from MC. Ball falls off the outside edge. 1-1. One ball, one strike, 1 out. Rain wants to bite, but pulls back. Ball the call. She doesn't chase that one high. 21 now the count. Pitch misses inside. 3-1 now. True hitters count here for Rain. And the pitch. That one's taking a shot down first. So a leadoff single for Rain with 1 out to get things started. Here in the top of 2. We're going to have a courtesy runner for Rain at first. It's going to be number 6. That's Anna Grace Gibson. And with 1 on, to the plate now. Going to be number 15, your shortstop, Allie Boyd. 1 away and 1 on. Boyd shows bunt, lays it down. The throw to first is in time, and Gibson's at 2. So Boyd does her job with the sack bunt. And with 2 away, to the plate now, number 18, Caroline Berry. Pitch misses inside, ball the call. The count's a dime to Berry. Back in the box. Berry has a runner in scoring position. Takes that one, rips it down the third baseline, 6 inches, foul. It's going to back her up and let her try that one again. That was nothing but about a 125-foot strike right there. It's going to bring the count even, 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, and a runner on 2 for Tunica. Berry in the box. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. The count moves to a dozen. MC checks his sign. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, and we're done with the top of 2. Be back for the home half in 60 seconds. Hang out and hang on. Welcome back, fans. We're back here for the bottom of the frame here in the second. Up to bat first for the Trojans. Going to be number 2, the left fielder, Aubrey. She watches the first pitch, strike, 0-1. Swing and a miss. And she's behind by a pair. Check swing. Appeal to the official down the first baseline. Thinks for a moment and signals no swing. So 1-2. That one's going to be chopped. Popped into the chain link. It's going to keep the count the same and keep her bat alive. 1-2 to count. Ball high, brings count even, 2-2. A swing and a miss. Finishes Aubrey and the first out of the inning. 1 away for the Trojans. To the plate is number 24, the right fielder, Reagan. First one's popped up, foul, out of play, 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that's 0-2. Two strikes, 1 out. to number 24, the right fielder for the Trojans, Reagan. Back in the box, plays resume. Wilson shakes off the first pitch. She got one she likes. And that one's fouled into the chain link. Again, it keeps the count the same and keeps Reagan's bat alive. Steps back in the circle, finds one she likes. Strike three, rung up inside. And that's 2 away. With 2 down in the bottom of 2, number 22, Peyton, the second baseman, takes her turn at the dish. Watches the first pitch, ball, ahead in the count now by a dime. But swing and a miss brings the count even, 1-1. Foul into the chain link. That really wasn't a chain link. That was more the post at the bottom of the chain link. The rebound almost carried it back to McKenna. Either way, results the same. Counts a dozen. And after 1 ball and a pair of strikes, a swing and a miss by Peyton will finish 2. After 2, pitch counts are as follows. MC from the Trojans, 28 pitches, 17 for strikes. And that's a 61% strike ratio. McKenna Wilson, 26 pitches, 22 for strikes. That's an 85% strike ratio. We'll be back for the top of 3 in 60 seconds. Hang out and hang on. Back underway for the top of 3. At the plate for Tunica is going to be number 29, your first baseman, Amelia Middleton. Swing and a miss. She chases that one high, 0-1 to count. MC has her sign. Swing and a miss from Amelia. Again, 0-2. Little lunge as she was ahead of that one. Behind now in the count by a pair of strikes. Lead off here in the top of the 3rd. Takes a cut at the 3rd one straight, and that's 1 away. We're 1 away to the plate now. Your right fielder, number 21, Haley Goff. And the pitch. Bunt popped up, foul into the chain link, 0-1. One strike, 1 out. to the number 9 batter, number 21, your right fielder, Haley Goff. Swing and a miss. 0-2. She checks her sign, back in the box. 0-2 the count, 1 out, no one on here in the top of 3. And again, that's another strike swinging. Two away. After back-to-back Ks to the top of the lineup, first on the order, number 11, Emery McKenzie. She fouls that one in the chain link. Don't worry, for those of y'all watching at home, I know you just jumped. So 0-1 to count with a pair of outs. Swing and a miss from McKenzie. Makes it 0-2. Now she struck out looking her last at bat. Looking to change that here. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, and we're done with the top of 3. We'll be back for the bottom of the frame in 60 seconds. Hang out and hang on. Back here in the bottom of the 3rd, first pitch, bunted. Picked up by the pitcher, number 10, McKenna Wilson. Fires it at first, just off the glove of the second baseman, Emery McKenzie. As the runner collides with her, she gets spun around. We're going to take a quick timeout and make sure she's okay. Substitution at second for Emery McKenzie is going to be number 6, Anna Grace Gibson. Precautionary measure just to make sure her shoulder's okay. She got spun around pretty hard on that collision. Back underway here, top of the lineup for the Trojans, number 5, the center fielder, Kelly. Struck out looking her last at bat. It's the first pitch, misses outside in the other batter's box. Runner advances to 2. One ball the count. Swing and a miss. 1-1. So here in the bottom of the third, 1 ball, 1 strike. And the Trojans threaten with a runner on 2. So a leadoff error generates a scoring opportunity for the Trojans. And Tunica's got their work cut out for them here to make sure that they don't mess this up. Drop third strike swinging. Advances Haley to third. And a bunt's laid down. It's going to be picked up by Wilson. And the fielder's choice works in the Trojans' favor. So 1 out, runners on the corners, and at the plate, the third baseman, number 12, Morgan. Now, she's the one that ripped that shot to center field, her last at bat. Takes that one, pops it up. It's going to be run at just off the feet of Middleton. So a single plates a run for Central Holmes. Has runners on first and second. And brings to the plate the catcher, number 9, Shelby. Well, Shelby was hit by a pitch her last at bat, but she ropes that one over second base's head. It's picked up by Goff and gunned home. And the bases are now loaded. Bases loaded, 1 out. Tunica now down by 1. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Now the first baseman right now, number 21, Landry, struck out looking her last at bat. Now behind by a single strike with 1 out and bases loaded. Watches the pitch miss outside and low, 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Again, McKenna shakes off the sign. Here's the pitch. Pitch outside, another box. Quickly blocked by Rame. Holds it in front and keeps runners from advancing. 21 now the count. The pitch, swing and a miss. It's 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, and bases loaded. Strike 3, rung up on the outside edge. That's 2 away. So with 2 down, the left fielder, Aubrey, number 2, comes to the plate. Struck out swinging her last at bat. Here's the pitch from McKenna. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. One strike and a pair of outs. Here in the bottom of the third. Falls outside, 1-1. One ball, one strike. But a swing and a miss from Aubrey brings the count to 12. And Tunica now 1 strike away from getting out of a tricky situation. The pitch, ball. Brings the count even, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And the bases are loaded for the Trojans. Here's the pitch from McKenna. Ball low, and it's a full count. Full count. And a pitch from Wilson. Swing and a miss. And we are done with the bottom of 3. So after a error puts a runner on, and then a hit by pitch, Trojans load the bases, scratch 1 across the plate, and leave them loaded. At the top of 4, the Trojans lead Tunica by a score of 1-0. Pitch counts after 3. MC, 37 pitches, 26 for strikes. That's a 70% strike ratio. And McKenna Wilson, 45 pitches, 35 for strikes. That's a 78% strike ratio. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Hang out and hang on. Here for the top of 4. Tunica trails the Trojans 1-0. At the plate first, number 16, your center fielder, Peyton Brasher. First pitch is popped up and handled by the third baseman for the Trojans. 1 pitch, 1 out. One away, and to the plate is the pitcher, number 10, McKenna Wilson. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. One strike, one out. Top of 4 as we near regulation on time. It's another cut. And Wilson now behind the count by a pair of strikes. Swing and a miss. And that's 2 away. Two down, and Duncan's at the plate. Number 19, your senior third baseman, Blake Duncan, with her turn at the dish. Wasn't able to beat out the infield single. Her last at bat as that pitch died just off the tip of the pitcher's glove. She was able to recover and make the throw, beat her by a step at first. Takes the first pitch, fouls it up and out of play over the first base dugout. It's going to bring the count 0-1. Duncan watches the next pitch, strike called, 0-2. And Duncan now behind in the count by a pair of strikes. So 2 strikes and 2 outs here in the top of 4. Duncan at the dish. Takes the cut, no contact made, and we're done with the top of 4. We'll be back for the bottom of the frame in 60 seconds. Hang out and hang on. Back for the bottom of the 4th. Time at closing out on us. 1-0 to count on the first pitch. Two pitches high now. Puts Reagan, the right fielder, number 24 for the Trojans, ahead in the count. 2-0. Make that 3-0. Three balls, no strikes to the leadoff batter, Reagan. Called strike, finds its mark, 31. Shows bunt, puts it down. It's going to be picked up by Wilson. The throw to first is over the head of Anna Grace Gibson. And the Trojans have one on. So an error gives the gift of a leadoff single. Swing and a miss, though, by Peyton, number 22, the second baseman. Brings the count 0-1. Hayden shows bunt. Drops it foul down the third baseline. 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that's one away. One out, runner on one. To the plate, number 13, the shortstop for Central Holmes, Haley. Called strike. 0-1. Shows bunt, lays it down third baseline, picked up by Duncan. The throw to first is in time. But the sac bunt does its job. Moves the runner to 2. 2 away here in the bottom of the 4th. Runner on 2. And at the plate, number 5, the center fielder, Kelly. First pitch, outside, ball the call. 1-0 the count. And with the home team batting and up by 1, time has been called. That's the game. Tunica drops the opener to the Trojans of Central Holmes by a score of 1-0. We'll be back underway here in just over an hour. 12:30 game time as we face Pillow Academy. Make sure you tune in, hang out, and hang on.